Today I fucked up by throwing my cat during a Zoom meeting. So this is a semi-ongoing foo that hasn't happened today yet, but likely will. For context, I live in a small studio and my bed is just out of view of my laptop camera. So I have a small fuzzy demon that absolutely hates it when I talk to my computer, i.e. Zoomed meetings. Working on my computer is almost tolerable, but Zoom is right out. She starts out sweet and wanting pets, but it inevitably devolves into biting and wanting to fight. Also taught her the joys of fighting, but that's a different story. Now the most effective way I've found to nip this in the bud is to gently toss her onto the bed, which is very close to the desk. Small apt remember. And it's such a habit that I do it without even thinking most of the time, other than turning to ensure that she's landing on the bed itself. Now the foo, since I've been working from home, my number of Zoom MTGs has obviously increased substantially. So I'm sitting in a meeting and the guy running it is going over some logistical stuff. Cat climbs up on my lap, then to my desk. Biting ensues. I turn slightly and chuck her onto the bed. Silence, then Atropos 27, what did you just do to your cat? Cue me frantically trying to explain that I did not just fling my cat into the abyss with the ambivalence usually reserved for throwing a dirty shirt into the laundry and turning my laptop so they can all see she is clearly fine and now glaring at me from her landing zone. Anyway, not as exciting as some of the stories on here, but has been a source of entertainment for many of my colleagues. Too long didn't read. My cat attacks me when I'm on Zoom and now I have to explain on a weekly basis that I am not chucking her randomly for my own amusement. Edit, cat tax. We throw our cats onto our couch all the time, some of them several feet. They're giant cats, and they love it. Now I'm imagining what that would look like from a POV where you don't see the couch, and thinking I'd probably have the animals rights people after me. Haha. Lol, I used to have a cat named Jerky, affectionately, think Jerky Boys circa mid-90s, that loved being tossed off the loft balcony onto the couch 15 feet below. He would land, tumble, scoot around wildly, and then run right back up the stairs to my arms for another toss. I once did this when my neighbor was over for a visit to see the new skylight. Chatting with her, crazy kitten lands in my lap chirping for playtime, and I absent-mindedly just yeeted him right off the balcony. She was horrified and I had to launch into an explanation. The look on her face when he returned for a second, third, and fourth yeet was just priceless. Only possible way of dealing with this is to change your Zoom name to cat_yeet. If that looked strange to someone, they have clearly never had a kitten. My cat showed his butthole to all the people in my Zoom meeting, including my boss, at the start of the pandemic. I now ban him from my desk. My cat was so excited to have a new audience to show his butthole to when the kid started online classes. Pretty sure that showing his butthole to 15 people all at once was the highlight of his life. Alinity meeting with her sponsors. Today I fucked up by being cold for years because of whoever lived here before me. So I'm a cold person, as in I'm always cold. I've been especially cold since moving into my current apartment, 5 years ago, since none of the radiators were warm. I've asked people, googled it and tried every setting. The only answer I found was that it was probably some automatic setting in the building that only lets the water through when it's cold enough, which it apparently never was. Friends and family have told me I'm over-exaggerating and just being a wuss. So I've lived in warm socks hugging my electric radiator for years. Today I had a plumber over to fix my toilet and he commented on the cold. Then he fixed all of my radiators in under 10 minutes. Turns out the man who lived here before me had turned the knobs to off so tight that the vents were stuck that way inside the knobs. I have been freezing my butt off for no reason. I don't want to do the math regarding how much my electric radiator has cost me over the years. Too long didn't read, felt cold, thought I was just a wuss. Turns out the radiators were off, it was fixed in 10 minutes. Was cold in vain for years. Edit, fixed typo. You've had many today I fucked ups. Cold FUs. Mr. Plumber is MVP. Most valuable plumber, trophy. Damn, freezing your ass off for years sounds not so fun. Yeah, is it so hard for people to call up the landlord and say fucking fix it? Assuming younger person because we are so non-confrontational it is upsetting. I mean, what the fuck? You freeze your ass off in your apartment without ever telling the landlord your radiators don't work or getting a plumber to look at it? That's mind-boggling. The plumber definitely was worth every single penny. Today I fucked up by saying what's up to a lady. First time poster here. I have no idea if this is worth posting, but just thought I would share. This actually happened a couple years ago I think, but it just came back up in a conversation, so it popped back up in my mind. At my old job at some point I was doing my thing, cleaning up my station. Some lady shows up to the counter and asks, "Hey, I have a question." As a complete reflex without really thinking about it I said, "Me, yes, what's up?" "Excuse me?" "Me, what's your question?" "Is there a problem?" "What's up?" "Me, yeah. What was your concern?" "You know what, never mind. I'm gonna find someone to talk to who has some respect." And she walks away. I was floored. I was so unbelievably confused. She went to talk to someone else and I went back to my station. I talked to my manager afterwards about what happened in case she complained about me, and he just laughed and said some people are just too sensitive and walked away. Lamau, was I in the wrong or was she just weird? Too long didn't read. I said what's up to a lady who had a question at my job and she got mad. Edit, I'm a female, I forgot to add that. I am by no means young and neither was this hag. So in my proper military greeting of the day, "Good afternoon ma'am, how can I help you?" This lady's jaw dropped, gave the owner a hack and then proceeded to bitch about being old. "How dare you assume I'm old calling me ma'am?" I reply, "Look lady, my boss is right over there, just go talk to him. Call young female children ma'am if they are in a work setting, so this old lady can take her construed BS and shove it." You were absolutely not in the wrong. She's just an asshole. So, customer service on a Monday? She was having a bad life and a bad personality. Perhaps no personality to speak of, and just a Karen name tag. You're not in the wrong. I enjoy when workers talk to me like a real person instead of just a customer. People like her just need to get over themselves.